Please define for me, what is a woman?
Our focus at the department is to provide equal access to students, including students who are LGBTQ, access free from discrimination.
What's the definition of a woman? You haven't given me that. You haven't answered my question.
I think that's almost secondary to the important role that I have as Secretary of Education.
My question is not secondary. My question is very simple. What does HHS say the definition of a woman is?
I lead the Department of Education, and my job is to make sure that all students have access to public education, which includes co-curricular activities.
All right, well, it is time for the other view where we know exactly what a woman is. Joining us to discuss is our panel, content creator for Kendall in Kentucky, Kendall Bailey, and host of the Patriot Barbie podcast, Lindsey Graham. Kendall, great to be with you here. I was listening to Secretary Cardona specifically, and again, he was discussing having changes made to Title IX to include transgender athletes, but he was saying it's really not important about being able to define a woman, but Title IX was created to protect women.
It's uncomfortable to watch him, and it's laughable. Do I laugh? Do I cry? The fact that we can't define a woman, and I think they know exactly what a woman is. It's an adult female who has XX chromosomes, and they're scared because they can't be woke enough. And, you know, the terms are ever changing. This is why I say we can no longer rely on Google. We have to have hard copy books so we can truly define what a woman is, because it's being robbed from us every day.
I want to get this in here, too. Model Emily Ratajkowska is making headlines after posing topless for award-winning American designer Marc Jacobs in what's being called a genderless campaign. Ratajkowska taking the snaps after declaring herself a feminist. Now, the fashion label says the collection explores genderless expression and celebrates individuality through effortlessly cool streetwear. Listen, as someone who was in the fashion industry for quite some time, Marc Jacobs was one of the first fashion runway shows I ever attended. I'm a huge fan of his, but I'd love to get your thought on this one, Lindsey, specifically on Emily. I have a thought to share as well.
Well, Emily was arrested at the Capitol, as some people may recall, and I'm looking at a picture of her sign, and it says, "Respect female existence or expect our resistance." She admits to being a female. She admits to being a feminist, which is the definition of something that is female. She's clearly got female attributes, as we see here. She is not genderless. There is no such thing as genderless. And the hypocrisy and how laughable it is that the left cannot keep up with their own game-changing rules is hilarious. And I'll tell you what a woman is right now. Take a look at Kendall. That, ladies and gentlemen, is a woman.
All three of us are, and that's what we love to have here on,
that's true. I just
on the other
wanted
view.
to give Kendall a little kill.
I love that. I love that. Kendall, your thoughts here on Emily?
I think, it goes back to the Garden of Eden. Here we have this beautiful woman standing here posing with a purse. This is designed for women. And I think she looks beautiful. And I think we're erasing women on the daily, and it's sad. And I think I'm outraged that the feminists aren't standing up. I mean, what about the Me Too movement? And we were all, all about women and women supporting women, and now we can't define it.
I think that's a great point. And I'm thinking there are probably a lot of people saying, if she's a feminist, why is she posing topless? But I believe that simply it is the reason that because she is a feminist, that she is posing topless, because she is not going against typical sexist assumptions about women posing. But then again, when you put the gender thing in, it does really confuse everything, does it? All right, Kendall Bailey, Lindsey Graham, thank you.
Thank you.